You can't step into your next chapter if you're still hiding from your past. Hello, and welcome back to Bitch You Can. I am Amy. I'm your business big sis. I'm your healing hype girl, and I am that voice to remind you that bitch you can. It's episode 24. You cannot be seen if you're still playing it safe. So today's episode is for the woman who feels like they are meant for more but cannot seem to get past an obstacle, roadblock, a certain step in their business. Maybe you feel like you've been coasting for a while. Doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter what course you buy onto, it doesn't matter what social media manager you get, doesn't matter what freaking subscription you're a part of, doesn't matter what masterclass you do, you are still stuck within this motion and you cannot move forward. It's not that you're not capable, it's not that you're lazy, it's not that you're unmotivated, it's not because you are not ready, it's because somewhere deep inside of you, you are not ready to be seen. Whether you know this or not, it could be conscious, subconscious, but there is part of you that you are not ready to be seen yet, and that is the reason why you are not moving forward. That is the reason why right now you're so fucking frustrated that you cannot move forward. You feel like you're getting left behind, so you feel like everyone's shooting past you, but you cannot make progress, and that is why. Now, we have touched on this in the past in one of the very early episodes, but I feel like we need to revisit it in a different way because what is happening, and I know this has been a big thing for me over the last few years, and this is definitely what stopped me growing and pushing forward in my business multiple times, even when I didn't realise, is the fact that I would shrink to be digestible. And I feel like so many of us do that naturally. Whether we know it or we don't, we do this. We shrink. We worried about what everyone else is thinking. We worried about everyone else's opinions. We put everyone else before ourselves. We don't feel worthy to hold this success, to hold this next chapter. We don't feel like we can trust ourselves, because I hear this all the time, right? Like in the last over 2 years of coaching, what I've been met with time and time again from women on multiple occasions, they would meet me with, but what if it doesn't work for me? I'm worried I'm going to be that person it doesn't work for. Even if they say to me, like, I trust in you, because at the end of the day, what it comes down to, whether you are somebody who's training, teaching, or even clients, you have clients coming in, or say you are somebody who's purchasing something, at the end of the day, it always comes down to two things. You either don't trust the service or the product or the person, or you don't trust yourself. And what I get a lot of, because I have so many fucking testimonials, I have the proof in the pudding. I've done it myself. I have so many women that are doing it too. But I will be met with, I'm scared it won't work for me. I'm scared it won't be me. I'm scared this will not happen for me. I'm worried I'm going to put out this money and it won't work for me. Okay, let's dig into that. What do you mean? You trust me in my ability, so what you're saying is you don't trust yourself to hold this. How do you ever expect to move forward in your life if that's how you feel? So if you are someone who sits there and you sit on the fence and you say, I'm worried this won't work for me because of me. This person, I trust them, I'm going backwards and forward with them repeatedly. I love what they're about. I love their testimonials. I know people that have worked with them. It's been great. But I don't feel safe to hold this, or I don't believe it will be me. I'm worried this won't be me. And you have to dissect it. Why are you worried it won't be you? That is something deep down inside of you that's telling you you are not worthy to hold this next step. You're not ready to hold this next step. You can't hold this next step. With all of that's bullshit. That's your imposter syndrome, right? But sometimes it goes deeper than that. Sometimes it's a case of understanding why you don't feel safe. Why don't you feel safe to grow? It might be a case of you have a toxic circle around you who put you down at every fucking turn. It could be that you've been around toxicity or trauma, or you've been in situations growing up or in previous relationships, friendships, where you've had to shrink yourself to be able to navigate that, to be safe. So somewhere along the line, your nervous system has taught you to shrink rather than take risks, trust yourself and move forward, your nervous system's taught you to stay comfortable and to shrink down because that's going to protect you. It's not anything negative you are doing, but it's a subconscious reaction to somewhere along the lines where your nervous system and your body and your brain and your subconscious, whatever, have noted to when we're small, we are safe. When we are comfortable, we are safe. And that's what we need to break today. That's what we're going to dig out today, because I see it time and time again. I see women sitting on themselves. They want so much in their lives. They do the fucking vision boards. They do the manifesting. They do the positive thinking. But they're not moving forward in their business, their jobs, their lives, whatever it may be. And there's only one reason for it. Because you don't trust yourself. So let's fucking break that shitty cycle today, honeys. Because I've been through it. I understand it. And I want to bring you through it too. Whether we're talking about you in your business, because as you know, building a business, you have to be visible. You are the brand. It's not a logo. It's not a fucking color scheme. It is you. You need to show up on social media. You need to build trust. You know this time and time again. You've got this plastered all over your fucking algorithm right now. And you've been told this by so many people. So I don't need to repeat it. But when you build a business, it exposes parts of you. So whether that's visibility, boundaries, all the things we've ever spoken about before. So when people think about the visibility of it, people instantly think, oh, it's a confidence problem. I don't have the confidence to show my face online. No, it's a safety problem. Somewhere along the lines, if you've grown up navigating trauma, if you've grown up in toxic environments, maybe you've had toxic friendships, maybe you've had toxic relationships, you've been in emotional unpredictability through somebody who you're close with, you've been navigating chaos, judgment, whatever it may be, because everyone's going to be different, but it all ties in together. If you've experienced any of those things, your body learned that being noticed equals being exposed, that being loud equals being targeted, and being visible equals being vulnerable. So it's not a case that you shrink because you're weak. That's fucking bullshit. So let's get rid of that narrative. You shrink yourself without even fucking knowing it. You put yourself in a fucking box. I mean, it's bad enough everyone else is trying to put us in one with opinions, but you've shrunk and you've put yourself in a box. You've stopped yourself moving forward. Opportunities have made themselves aware to you. You have not taken that. You have not grasped that. You have not felt safe to do that. Not because you are weak, because your nervous system genuinely believes it's been protecting you and you believe you're protecting you. But what are you left with right now? Like, a lot of you that listen to this, you will message me weekly, and I love you and I'm so proud of you, but you will message me weekly. And, whether that's on the pod page, whether that's on my Instagram page, whether that's about my services, just asking for help or just sharing your story. And there's a recurring theme. You all feel stuck. And what does stuck mean? You all feel stuck in your businesses. You feel like you cannot move forward. You feel like you've tried everything. You are burnt out. You are exhausted. You are getting to the end of the year and you're about to be triggered by everyone's 2025 moments. And you are going to shit on yourself and put yourself down because you will not feel like you've achieved what you've wanted to this year. When I know you've made progress, I know you've made growth. It might not be fucking huge, momentous, massive steps, but there will be growth in there. We're going to do that like nearer New Year's. I'm going to dedicate like a New Year episode. But honestly, it hurts my heart because a lot of you put yourselves in this box and you shrink yourselves down and you feel stuck in your business and you believe that you need to throw money at your business. Let me be real with you, and I said this a bit last week, like, no one else is fucking saving you. It's up to you. I can't save you. I literally can't. You could pay X amount to a mentor. They can't save you. Only you could do it. They can give you the tools, they can give you the strategies, but they can't do it for you. You have to do that. And I feel like a lot of us, I did this, a lot of us will throw money because we attach the money value of something to how successful it's going to be. So some of us will be like, I can't afford to invest in my business. That's why it's not moving forward. No, you can invest other currencies into your business. You can invest time and energy. You might say, Amy, I invest so much fucking time in my business because I'm burnt out all the time. No. Let's dive into it. What energy and time are you actually investing into your business right now? Is it scrolling on Instagram looking for research on your next reel, your next content, compared to sitting down, looking at your ideal target market, understanding your dream client, creating content that actually converts because you understand the strategy and you're not letting yourself shrink, and you're not letting other people's opinions interfere with what you post? Those are two different senses of energies and time, right? Like, those are two very different ways to build your business. That first option of where I'm scrolling, trying to find inspiration and trending audios and trying to and then I end up looking at everyone else, and then I come away feeling overwhelmed, feel even more unproductive because I still haven't done anything on my to-do list, and I feel even more shit because I've just compared myself to everyone else. That will burn you out very quick. That will make you feel shit very quick. Compared to the other one, because you feel good in yourself, you've done the work on yourself, you understand, okay, whilst maybe I don't have the money to invest in it right now, I have the time and the energy because I've done the work on myself and I understand my time and my energy. Do you see what I mean? So a lot of you believe money is the only currency. I've spoke about this before. Money is not your only fucking currency. Money, a lot of you are going to roll your eyes at this. Money loves to be circulated. Money's always fucking coming back. Money makes the world go round. Money will always come back to you. Time and energy will not. Time and energy will not. And let me tell you something. And I think I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, actually, from like mentors or coaches, fucking strategists. There is no strategy in this world that you can pay for that will work if you don't have the fucking mindset. That's why I'm so... If any of you have spoken to me in the DMs before, you know I just don't send you a link. I'll send you multiple voice notes. I will send you multiple messages. I will ask you hard-hitting questions, and I will dig deep with you. Because if you're not in the space to hold it, I'm not wasting your time, your energy, or your money, because you won't do it. Come back when you're in the space. Listen to the podcast, do the work on you, and come back. No amount of money that you spend on somebody to transform your business will work if you don't believe in it, you don't feel safe enough to hold it, and you're not going to implement it because of those factors. It's a vicious cycle. And like I said, a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but it's the fucking truth. If you don't have your ducks in a row with you, doing this shit where you're healing yourself, regulating your nervous system, feeling safe, being able to hold it, you can manifest all the fuck you want. You can get up every day at 5 and you can manifest with your crystals, and you can have your gratitudes every fucking day. If you don't believe it and you don't do the work to actually hold this shit, it's not going to come through. Yeah, you'll feel great every morning, but it's not going to come through. Because I get that a lot. Aim, I do all of it. I do everything I'm supposed to do, but nothing comes through. Okay, let's really dig in. All right, so why aren't you posting? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Oh, I haven't got the confidence. Right, so there's your problem. It's not a issue. Oh. The door just opened on its own. Oh, that's scary. That's put me off now. That was creepy. Joan, is that you, honey? Joan is the lady who sadly passed away here before we bought it. Joan, are you all right, hun? Please, I just need to do my podcast, honey. Anyway, I went off on a tangent there and I was about to get irate. So maybe she was like, Amy, calm down. I say that with my chest and I say that with the most respect, the most love. But honestly speaking, if you don't do this work first, I go on about every fucking week through this podcast and through Activated in January. When you listen to podcasts, when you read books, when you listen to audiobooks, when you watch clips on YouTube or Instagram, whatever, about the people you aspire to be, the people that inspire you, any CEOs, any entrepreneurs, any fucking millionaires, any business owners, anyone that you read the books of or you listen to what they have to say, what do they all have in common? Fucking mindset. It's not a coincidence. Their mindset didn't come after they got rich. Their mindset came before it. You can't, you can't move forward in life if you don't fucking believe you can move forward in life. It is simple as that. You can stand and do the affirmations, you can do all this shit, but if you don't truly believe it, and you don't truly heal yourself, and you don't truly believe you can hold that next step, that next stage, it won't happen. You will stop it happening. You will cock block yourself. Like, trust me. A lot of us skim over that because we're like, oh, that's fine, I've got that down. But actually, we don't. So it's not a case of you're hiding because of lack of self-belief. You're hiding because your body still remembers a time where being seen doesn't feel safe. So a lot of you won't realise how much you actually dim yourself and how much you bring yourself down. So let me give you a couple of examples of what I've seen over the last couple of years with women, and also what I have done myself. You change your personality online. I spoke about this multiple times of what I did. You are different to who you are online than who you are in person. You try not to offend anybody, so you sit on the fence and you hold your tongue a lot. You mute or quieten or adapt certain parts of your identity when you are around certain people. You apologise for being yourself constantly. You're constantly apologising for just being you. You over-explain, you overthink, you over-filter yourself. You might come away from certain social experiences feeling extra drained because you've been masking, because you've been really having to think and program and understand what you are saying, because you're worried. When I was hiding myself, like overthinking, worrying, really treading on eggshells of how I act and how I come across to certain people, oh my God, I would be like gone. I would be so drained. My head would feel heavy. My eyes, like behind my eyes, would ache. I would feel so tired and like I'd be wiped out for the next day. And it was awful. You should be able to be your true, authentic self. No matter how fucking loud you are, no matter like quirks that you have or little things that you do, you should be able to show that and not be in fear of being judged. Because if they're judging you, fuck off then. If you're judging me for being me, then you're not for me. It's things like you don't speak your truth because you don't want to have conflict. Maybe you just keep saying yes. Like you never say no because you're worried you're going to seem like a bad person. So you say yes to everything and everyone because you want to be liked and you want to be... You don't want to come across as a dickhead. I've said this story before, like when I showed up as someone else rather than me, calm, collectible Amy rather than fucking yeehaw and like swearing and clicking me tongue and all that shit that I do. I showed up as a very reserved, masked version of me because I was being careful, because I didn't believe that anyone would book in with me and anyone would like me if I was to be me. So I showed up as someone else. But this energy is very hard to contain in real life. So clients come in and they were like, whoa, what the fuck? What the hell? That's not who I'd booked in with. So I wasn't scared of being seen because I was posting. When people say to me, it's always been easy for you because you've always posted, I've said time and time again, I had nothing else to post. I had no clients for 2 months when I first started. So I would just post me doing lip syncing reels. I wasn't scared to be seen. I was scared of being judged of me. So I would be someone else on social media, the version that was palatable, the version that would be likable, not the real me, because I wasn't scared of showing up as that version because I believe that people would like that version. I was scared of showing up as my true self and letting the mask slip and people see who I actually am, because no one's going to book in with me. But funny story, when I switched it and I was my fucking self, that's when I was so busy because I attracted my honeys who love me. I'm not a fucking, well, I am a fucking weirdo, but in the best way. The lesson I learned is that you cannot build this big, beautiful life that you want if you are continually shrinking yourself down to be small enough that you're not seen. How can you do that? You can't shrink yourself so small enough to feel safe and still build this big, beautiful life that you fucking deserve. It doesn't work. When the safety returns, that's when your voice returns. So, you know, how I normally, like a lot of the time, especially at the moment with Activated, a lot of my content, you'll see I say things like, you're coming home to yourself. It's not about learning something new, it's about remembering something old. And what I mean by that is so many of you have not had your voice in such a long time that you actually don't fucking remember what your own voice is. it might been decades. Like me, it might have been over a decade of hiding and suppressing and having no real voice, like your true voice. I knew that I was suppressing because obviously I had my slap in the face trauma. I knew I was suppressing that, of course. Like, there wouldn't be a day I didn't think about that. And I knew I wasn't, because I wasn't being truthful about it to share it, because I didn't feel safe to share it. And I was taught to silence that. I didn't truly understand the impact that that had on me. And also, I always believed it was just that. But it was all the other shit that come after it. Like I've said, the toxic friendship, the toxic relationship. I didn't truly understand until I started doing the work on myself the actual impact of all of those things and how much it impacted my voice and how much I didn't have a voice anymore. How much I didn't even trust my own self to hold myself, to be able to move on, to build this. Like, a lot of people, if you've followed me from the beginning or the early days, a lot of people would be like, fucking hell, you just come in and you exploded. No, I was around for a while before I, boom, exploded. And everyone asked me what the secret is. And if you'd asked me 3 years ago, I'd say it's social media, consistency, this is the strategy. But actually, the real secret that I have understood over this last year of this change and digging in and really getting into my healing journey, rather than just the gratitude, the manifestation, that's what started it for me to get onto this journey. But really, it is to do with you, your mindset, how you view yourself, how you move in your life, what your beliefs are, what your nervous system, how you're wired. That's what the secret is. That is what the secret is, because there is no point, and so many of you will feel this when I say it, there is no point spending thousands of pounds on marketing, strategy, masterclasses, courses to learn new treatments, qualifications. Don't get this twisted, there's no fucking point spending all of them thousands of pounds of money to do that if your energy is not aligned to then do that. It's like I always say, don't go and learn a new treatment, work on you. Don't go and learn a new treatment, understand who you're already serving. And I know that's going to be controversial, so don't get it twisted. I'm a strong believer in education. Knowledge is key. But you know what? A lot of people say knowledge is power. To me, knowledge is not power. Knowledge is key. Knowledge is a great tool. It's a great factor to have. And yes, you do need knowledge, but mindset is power. Your mindset is power. Your mindset is what will dictate your days, dictate your weeks, dictate your years. Doing 1% every day and showing up every day and taking care of you, having that discipline in place to take care of you, understand you, moving out of shitty toxic cycles, stop being the victim and actually showing up for you along with the other stuff. That is what builds you. That is what pushes you forward. So what makes you think you can build a business when your foundations aren't there? You cannot build on a poor foundation. It doesn't work. And that's why so many of you are in this vicious cycle again and again and again. What makes it so difficult is a lot of you don't feel worthy enough to hold this mindset tool. And that's the sad piece of it. Your imposter syndrome and your self-worth is so... what's the word? It's so, like, got a hold on you. And you listen to it and you don't trust yourself. So that it's easier in your eyes to push money towards something and go, do you know what? I'm going to pay $2,000 on this new machine and this new course. That's going to build my business. It's not. You think that's easier. You think that's the solution to your problems because you're like, okay, I can do that. Even if you're like, I can't really afford that, but I put it on a credit card. I could do that. That's what's going to do it. That's going to be the answer to all my problems. Women that I've worked with on multiple occasions will start and they really want to break out this cycle, but they don't make the changes that I put in place for their mindset. Or we might jump on a call and I'm like, what have you done since our last call? Oh, I haven't actually. So I'm not going to give you another strategy. You've got it all. You've got everything there. If you're not going to do the mindset stuff and you're not going to actually dig deep with you and you're not going to push past that, I know it's icky. I know it's hard. I know it's tiring. I see it so many times where a lot of you sit on yourself and you throw everything else. You do the coaching, you do the strategies, you do the new treatments, you get the new machines, you get the fucking clinic, you get a bigger premises, you get a staff member, you do all these things, but you're back in my inbox, or you're back in that same situation on your own, sat in your room crying, because you're going, I've tried everything and nothing works. Like, maybe I'm just shit, maybe I'm not capable, maybe it's me. And I'm going to be real with you. It's not that you're not capable. It's not that you're shit. It's not that you're weak. It's not that you can't do it. But you are the problem, in the sense of you have to fight those inner demons. You have to do the work. You have to fucking activate yourself, as I've been going on about. You have to come home to yourself. You have to trust your voice again. You have to feel safe to hold this new energy that's coming forward for you. You can't do any of that in the situation and in the mindset you're in right now. So when people come to me and say, I've tried everything, you haven't. Because there's always the common denominator of the one thing you haven't tried, which is working on yourself, to believe in yourself and do the work for you. That's what it's about. Through the healing, the boundaries, the awakening, the fucking, going through all that shit, I didn't realize that all of that was actually healing me. And that's what pushed me forward in my life. All of that was slowly healing me and slowly teaching me that I am safe. That I'm safe to speak. I'm safe to be loud. I'm safe to be heard. I'm safe to take up fucking space. And I'm safe to show the real, genuine me. The moment, like that moment, you finally stop performing for safety, your true self finally gets to come home to you. You'll feel safe. You stop editing yourself. You stop shrinking. You stop apologizing for your presence. You stop dimming the parts of you that were fucking born to shine out of this world. Showstopper, beautiful, sensational, incredible, never seen before parts of you. Because your next level isn't waiting for confidence. It isn't waiting for a brand new treatment. It isn't waiting for a fucking new clinic. It isn't waiting for a new fucking machine. It isn't waiting for a new fucking strategy. It's waiting for safety to hold all of those things. So let's do your Healing Girl homework. I want you to write down one area of your life where you're shrinking yourself to stay safe. And then I want you to ask yourself, what would the real me, so you, the real true version of you, unmasked, if she could completely unleash and not worry about what anyone else was thinking, what would the real me do if she felt completely safe in this moment? And I just want you to allow whatever comes through. So write down the area of your life where you're shrinking yourself to stay safe. And then you need to ask yourself, what would the real me do if she felt completely safe in this moment? And really sit with that. Let your intuition take over. Whatever comes through, don't fight it. Just allow it to come through. See what happens. See what flows for you. And just write it. Don't second guess it. I used to do this a lot. I used to really struggle with meditating. If I did any guided stuff, anything like this, this would really throw me off. Doing this, and I'd overthink it all. I'd write something down, I'd scribble it out, I'd overthink it, and then like, oh God, I don't know what's right and wrong. There's no fucking right or wrong, babe. There is no right or wrong. Just whatever the first thing comes to you is, allow it. Don't fight it. Allow it, write it down, digest it, and really let it sink in. Because whatever you write down, whatever that answer is your next fucking move. And you might sit there and go, that's scary. Good. It should be scary. Because that's how you're going to grow. That's how you're going to break these chains. That's how you're going to free yourself from all this baggage, from all of this masking, from all of this holding yourself back. This is how you do it. By doing shit like this. You're not scared of being seen. You're scared of being hurt again. But you're not that fucking girl anymore. Not now. Not now you've listened to episode 24. You are moving, you are evolving, and you are growing. You're safer, you're stronger, you're softer, and you're fucking wiser, baby. And the world needs the version of you that you've been fucking hiding, because she is ready. She is ready. 2026 is the year. 2025 was the year of growth and learning. 2026 is the year that you are going to explode, honey. 2026 is your year. It's your year where shit fucking happens, but it's not going to happen with you just sat waiting. It's going to happen because you fucking do it. I know I went on a couple of little mad ones in there, but I just feel like so many people, especially within the industry and on social media, there's so much bullshit to cut through. Thank you so much for listening. I, as always, am so grateful to you. So thank you so, so much. Please share this with anyone and everyone you know that would benefit from it. Any of your honeys out there that run a business, want to build a business, have a dream, maybe have just been sat on themselves for too long. Please share this with your nearest and dearest. Don't gatekeep this shit, honey. You can do your Healing Girl homework together. Please tag me on TikTok and Instagram when you're listening. It is at Bitch You Can without the I. Please like, rate and subscribe this episode however you are watching or listening, because it will really help push this podcast out to more women to help them unchain from all the bullshit beliefs that have been holding them back in their lives, and we rise together in numbers. And I'm so, so excited. Any of you that haven't got your activated tickets yet, it's Monday the 19th at Lees Cliff Hall in Folkestone in 2026. It's going to be the ultimate fucking event, and this is the event that will change it for you. Everything I spoke about in this episode, this event will change it, and this is the way you should start your 2026. If you actually want to change, if you actually want to change, and you actually don't want to be the victim in your own story anymore, and you want to have a different narrative for this time next year, as we lead into 2027, you need to be activated. It's going to be soul shaking. Disclaimer, wear waterproof mascara or no mascara, because you will release. You are going to release on that day. You're going to feel so liberated. You're going to walk away with clarity. You are going to feel that fire in your belly, and you're going to go away and you're going to implement it. It's not going to be like any of the other fucking events you've been to, where you go away, you feel like, oh my god, I've got so much to learn, I've learned so much, and then you walk away overwhelmed and you've got a whole fucking new notepad of notes that you never look at ever again. This is actually going to change you, because like I said, without the foundation, what's the fucking point? What's the point? There's so many amazing people out there that have so much to say and share with you, but you can't even hold it, because you haven't done the foundations first. So build your foundation with me in January at Activated, then you can build for the rest of the year. And that's what's going to change you and your business and your life and your family's lives. I can't wait to see you there. I am so grateful that you tune in every week. I can't believe it's episode 24. What the actual fuck? It's absolutely insane. As always, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you, bye.